it's no surprise that Maruti Suzuki is adding an automatic gearbox to almost every car they have on sale. As the urban environment grows and traffic snarls become norm, the automatic gearbox is no longer a luxury, but more of a commodity, exponentially decreasing the amount of stress it takes in your daily commutes. The car that we have with us today is the newest in Maruti Suzuki's lineup of AMT cars, the Vitara Brezza AMT. In terms of visual appeal, not a lot has changed on the Vitara Brezza AMT. What you get is this new orange color and these new blacked out machine cut 16-inch alloy rims. So the big change is the addition of the 5-speed Magneti Marelli AMT gearbox, which has been with Maruti in the Ignis, in the Dzire, and now in the Maruti Suzuki Vitara Brezza. So let's get behind the wheel and see what it's like to drive. But before that, let's get on the inside and take a refresher of what the Maruti Suzuki Vitara Brezza is really like on the inside. Now, on the inside of the Vitara Brezza, things have not changed a lot, but that doesn't mean they're not premium. It still looks very premium. It's a very nice place to be, and thanks to the boxy design, you have a lot of headroom, a lot of shoulder room, and it feels like it's comfortable, airy cabin. Another thing which I really like about the Vitara Brezza are the seats. They provide excellent lumbar support and lets you be in the seat while you're driving, which is really something you should look forward to. The armrest is adjustable and doubles up for a small cubby, which is useful to keep important things. And aside from the addition of this 5-speed AMT unit, there is not much changes in the front of the Vitara Brezza. Now, in the second row of seats as well, the premiumness continues, and again, thanks to the boxy design, you get a lot of space on the inside. As you can see, even with the seats pushed back considerably, I still have a lot of knee room and a lot of headroom and a lot of shoulder space. There are also a lot of conveniences on the inside of the Vitara Brezza. You get this seat separator with cup holders, you get a little hook that's rated up to 3 kgs of weight, and the biggest thing on the rear seats of the Brezza AMT is the addition of Isofix seats, which are a welcome addition to the back. Otherwise, on the inside, everything remains the same. You get bottle holders in the doors, you get 2 speakers, and you get the standard blacked out interiors. Now, the boot on the Vitara Brezza is still the same as the standard unit. The AMT has no changes as such. The boot capacity is 328 liters, which is more than enough for a weekend getaway or a handful of luggage. If that's not enough, you can fold this rear seats over to create some more boot space. Now, in terms of design, the Vitara Brezza is the most conservative of the subcompact SUVs, taking a very tried and tested boxy SUV design to ensure that their car maintains the SUV appeal despite being under the sub 4 meter mark. Now, while this design might be getting slightly dated, we can expect that a new Vitara Brezza facelift will be out soon to take care of these small niggles. The thing to know is that AMT gearboxes are here to stay. Just like this 5-speed Magneti Marelli unit, most manufacturers are now adopting the AMT gearbox. The good news is that as more and more manufacturers keep adopting the AMT gearbox, companies that supply them have a chance to make them better and better. Just like this 5-speed unit that Maruti Suzuki shares with the Swift, the Ignis, and the Dzire. The first thing you realize as soon as you're in the Brezza is that this gearbox is way more refined than anything before it. The first test for an AMT is getting off the line and whether you can do so smoothly. So let's throw this in gear and see how it goes. I'm getting off the brakes and the crawl function kicks in and we get off the line nice and smoothly, very clean off the line. In drive mode, you will feel that little second between gears when it's shifting, but other than that, it is very smooth. Now, Maruti Suzuki will continue the 1.3 litre turbocharged diesel engine that makes 90 horsepower and 200 Nm of torque. in the AMT as well. However, it serves notice to remember that this engine has a lot of lag in it and is best experienced between 2 and 3000 RPM. The same applies for the automatic gearbox, where you'll find the engine most responsive between 2 and 3000 RPM. If you're looking to drive slightly more spiritedly than usual, you might find the gearbox a little less intuitive than you would like. The idea is you switch it into manual, which is just throwing it across, and then you have complete control of the gear. Even this takes a little bit of getting used to. It requires you to lift off the throttle ever so slightly between shifts so that it shifts smoothly. It's not a mandate that you should lift off the throttle, but we've noticed that it makes the drive a lot smoother, especially in manual mode. Otherwise, gear shifts are almost instantaneous. As you can see, we just shifted to third, fourth. Even downshift happen almost instantaneously, and that's something that's really improved on the AMT, especially in the Vitara Brezza. One of the big misses on the Vitara Brezza AMT is the option of driving modes, which some of the competition already has. Although that being said, the gearbox in manual mode is responsive enough for quick shifts and even spirited drives and triple digit speeds. That being said, the Maruti Suzuki Brezza is very easy to drive in the city, in traffic, on the highway, in almost every situation that you put it in. It even does a little bit of light off-roading with ease. The other big miss on the Vitara Brezza is the fact that the AMT versions, even in top spec, don't get cruise control. Now, this may be to meet costs, but it's still a big miss for the Vitara Brezza. It used to be one of the things that really set it apart from the competition. Now, it's not like Maruti Suzuki needed more sales for the Vitara Brezza. It's been selling almost as much as they can make, if not more. The addition of this AMT gearbox with the refinement that it has will just make it a more exciting option from the current crop of subcompact SUVs. And that's why the Vitara Brezza has been and will probably stay the king in this segment. Thank you for catching this video review on express drives of the Vitara Brezza AMT. If you like the video, don't forget to hit the like button and do subscribe and share our videos.